identify how much lime you need to change your pH properly is to understand what the cation exchange capacity is. The cation exchange capacity is a number that indicates how much of colloidal substances are in your soil, meaning how big is your gas tank? How much energy how much material does it take to change the pH? It's a number. If you have a cation exchange of maybe 8 and your pH is like 5, you might only need 1,000 pounds of lime. But if your cation exchange is 20 or 25, you might need 4,000 or 5,000 pounds of lime. So to have someone just go, oh, this is a light soil, that's a plantation mentality. And remember, the plantation mentality is a colonialist view, okay? The University of Hawaii is a colonizer of this island, okay? I don't care who you are. You might be some dupe who thinks you're working for this wonderful agency. You might have your heart in the right place. You might be a nice person, but the reality is you are working for an elitist colonizer who's doing absolutely no good for anybody on this island. We need to demand truth from the elitist criminals that are running the show. We need to stand up for this island. We need to stand up for Hawaii. We need to demand that these lies, prevarications, half-truths that are poisoning us, our children, and our future generations stop immediately. The millions of dollars that we spend in our tax money that goes to promote basically criminal, corrupt organizations that are polluting us and our nearshore environment needs to stop. So that's about it for now. And I want to open up the phone lines, and I want to introduce my friend and partner in crime, Cab. I remember we used to sit around the table and say we were probably the most dangerous people in agriculture in Hawaii, because we would go on to pieces of land. I know you did that down at Evie's farm. I did it down at OTEC, and I've done it in a number of places. Gone on to rocky, useless, so to speak, land, and basically remineralize it, put organic matter down, and grow beautiful, beautiful gardens anywhere in Hawaii. And it's really a demonstration that when they start coming out with these ways to save agriculture, these criminals, they say, oh, we have to save our best agricultural land, we develop all the rest, or the best agricultural land can only be developed by 10%. Develop this island for criminal, elite people to make money and exploit our future. So I just want to, why don't you introduce yourself, Cab, and give just talk about yourself for a while. Tell them about some experiences we've had or whatever. I'm just going to let you go.
Well, we have built a lot of gardens.
And I open up to the communication.
There's a lot of information out there about how just when you crave certain things in your diet, that's what there's a nutrient in there that you need. So, that's kind of the same thing.
Yes, yeah, now the problem comes, I want to talk about aloe vera, and I really want to explain some things about aloe vera, because we live in Hawaii where there's lots of aloe vera. But the problem that we're having, Pete, when you talk about craving certain things, is back in the 50s, they did this study where they took 2-year-olds and put them in a room with all the different foods that they could possibly eat. Every day when it was food time, they just put the kids in the room and let them just basically, walk around and harvest whatever food they wanted to eat, whatever bowl they wanted to eat. They examined them for their nutrition surveys, their blood tests and all that, and they realized that the kids were eating a balanced diet without being told what to eat. What's happening now with food colorings and food flavorings and excitotoxins that are in the food, the monosodium glutamate and the corn syrups, which aren't recognized by the body basically as a sugar, though they taste very sweet, so the craving continues. We're losing that ability in our toxic supermarket food to be able to have discerning. When you want to eat something and it's highly packaged and you eat it, your body isn't getting the information. It's been demineralized. You're not getting the buttons pushed in your brain. And there's a thing called ghrelin. I think people have to understand that we need to eat. Our stomach lining actually needs to have a cell identify what it needs. It actually helps the cells accept things. And the mannose that's in the aloe vera increases the cellular communication to the